Joker's Haven Fantasy Football Podcast. I'm Z. I'm here with Koop and Andy.
What up?
Yeah.
And today's Off the Dome is going to be your top 3 favorite days of the week. You only got 7 choices, so pick your top 3. On today's episode, we're going to do power rankings for a couple leagues we just drafted for. So we'll be doing Sioux Falls Fantasy Addicts, which is Ryan's Reality Sports League, and HailMary Jane Congregation, which is Ryan's Sleeper League. So we'll go through power rankings 12-1 on both of those.
Days of the week.
So, top 3 favorite days of the week.
What?
But it just depends.
Start with Koop.
It just really depends on the season because, I mean,
Right,
during fall, Sunday is obviously the best day, followed by then Friday because end of the work week, and then Saturday because fuck work. So I'll accept you.
How about in the summer?
Summer, it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Andy?
Man, days of the week, really? Like, that's fucked up. Weird.
It's not that hard.
Yeah, well, I know, but it's just like a question, like, what? Like, I think this is the first time I've ever been asked that in my life. I'll probably go Saturday, Sunday for sure, and Monday.
Monday's your top 3, huh?
That's got to be because that's like, half
always
the
knew you were
time
weird.
I have it off work. So,
Oh, yeah, if you don't have to work on
True.
Monday, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and if I do
That
work,
can definitely influence your favorite day of the week as an adult.
if I got that Monday off, I'm working Saturday, you know. So, but if I got it off, then
So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, huh?
yeah.
All right.
That's What are yours, bud? What are your favorite 3 days?
I think he's Sunday,
Let's see.
Sunday,
High
Sunday.
day, high day, and high day.
None of those. What day is that?
It's every day,
every day.
buddy. It's every day. I don't have to answer those questions.
I want to change my answer now.
We'll go over to Koop for news and notes.
All right. So some interesting stuff. We do have Terry McLaurin here with a reported turf toe injury already this year. So something to keep an eye on. We also have JSN coming in here with the Terry McLaurin, or with the JSN coming in here with a wrist injury. Could be out 3 to 4 weeks here, so something to keep an eye on. He has yet to know if he's going to schedule surgery or not. So that's going to be something to keep an eye on as well.
Which sucks because if he needs it, man, it's getting pretty close to the point where he may sit out till their bye week, which I think it's like 4 or 5.
Yeah, which is not really what you want to see from a young.
From your high pick.
Yeah,
Most people's, top 3 or 4 pick probably in most rookie drafts.
yeah, definitely within the top 5 in almost every draft. So just depending on what team needs are. Then we also have a lot of Jonathan Taylor trade rumors coming out here. Sounds like a few teams have inquired, but nobody has really pulled anything yet. We'll see what happens. I still think the Colts are just trying to yank by the chain. We'll see if he ends up playing or not. Same thing with Josh Jacobs. We heard some teams are calling in, trying to see if he is available for trade. Again, not much on any response on any of that, so we'll see what happens there. And then Corey Davis, he has left the house.
Yeah.
He has retired officially. So
You wonder if was he going to get cut? His contract wasn't guaranteed.
yeah,
$10.5 million. So save himself a little face there and just retire instead.
Yep. Maybe he comes back if they get some injury issues or something, but
Yeah, he probably wasn't looking at getting a ton of playing time.
yeah, not with Lazard and everybody else that they brought in. So, and then the addition of Dalvin really is going to cut into any other touches that he may have been getting as well.
He carries off, and once Brees is back healthy, they're on the field together, him and Dalvin.
That could be an interesting combo put out there. So it's the news.
All right. So we'll start off with Ryan's Reality Sports League. This is a auction style league with salary cap and contracts. It's amazing. It's fun. This is year 4. Burnt Cookies is the defending champ in this one. So we'll start with Team 12.
This is Wade, a.k.a. Tanking for Caleb. Right now.
number 12 for a reason.
Yep.
His team was in a little bit of limbo before the draft, so no real additions. He all got auto drafted for his free agents. So
hence his decision to tank for Caleb.
great team name.
Which actually, before you even get into his team, brings up pay attention to your leagues. Because when I seen his team name, I immediately sent offers for Mahomes. It's like, well, if you're tanking, you don't need him anymore.
Yeah, especially on the last year of a deal.
I had no idea
What
he
was
was
the contract
doing that.
though?
Like $53 million for this year though. So I gave him Dak, who's like $42 million,
So
and
about
a
11,
first.
So 11 more.
Yeah. So I gave up a decent amount for a 1-year rental, but I thought the upgrade from Dak to Mahomes is worth
Well,
it.
and then I did the same. I went and saw Ridley and saw that he's also on his last year. So I went and traded McLaurin for Ridley, and then also included 2 seconds, which I just think that's just a nice upgrade with what you're going to
Should
get
be.
in value. So
Yeah, it's a gamble, but it should be an upgrade. I mean, we all think Ridley's going to be a stud, so
yeah, Jacksonville should have a pretty good offense this year. So
they were good last year. So yeah, we'll get into Wade's team. 12th ranked overall, of course. He's 4th ranked in running backs though, so he still has some. Obviously, must have some assets to trade at this point still, because you don't need running backs in a rebuild. He's got the 8th ranked quarterbacks and tight ends. He's 10th in flex and wide receivers, and 12th in super flex. 12th in starters and bench. And again, no draft to talk about because it's all auto drafted. So
yeah, just looking at his running backs here, looks like we got Kenneth Walker, Zach Charbonnet, Bijan.
oh, that'll do it. That'll give you a high ranking.
Yeah, you got Bijan.
You wonder, it's interesting. Do you move him? You've only got him for 5 years
5 years.
plus tags. I guess you could have him for 7 for a fairly reasonable number. That's probably long enough to rebuild with.
Yeah.
If he lasts that long.
And maybe still say somewhat competitive, maybe a little bit at least.
Yeah, that's interesting. with
Nah, I
Bijan.
think you should trade him to me.
But then he'll also have a ton of cap money going into next year. So when
That's an interesting one. You
those
could get a
free agents-
haul for Bijan right now.
And I'll give
How
it
much
to him.
value could he? I mean, can he go up much? He's already considered basically the top 2 or 3 running backs. So
yeah, it really just depends on what you really want to do. Do you want to hold on to a piece to at least have that piece, or do you trade it for a cache of picks and maybe some other young guys to fill other needs?
yeah, it almost have to be somebody who had quite a few picks to give you. So that adding guys isn't really going to help. You're rebuilding anyway. Running
Interesting,
backs,
though.
yeah,
We'll see
running
how-
backs are
what
in a
he does.
curious place. Team 11.
Right, we got Tony Romo, number 9. Sitting here again, 11th ranked, 6th ranked running back and quarterback, 7th ranked flex with the 9th ranked wide receiver group, 11th ranked tight end and super flex. I mean, not a lot going on there. At least winning the auction got Tyler Higbee 2-year for 20.5, which is not a bad deal. I like that deal actually.
Tight ends got paid in this league for being a 1 tight end league. I was noticing that.
I just think people are reaching for other flex spots that maybe they'll be able to play or use just in case, because you do have to have depth just to cover injuries or maybe bye weeks. So
Yeah, tight ends. I'm good. You just give me 1, I'll be all right.
Wait, what? Give you one? Oh, what do we get to your team?
I got Hawkinson, I think, in this one. Odell, I think is going to be a bust, but it's just a 1-year deal for 18, so that doesn't really matter.
yeah, and then Rashad Penny for 1 year, 8.5.
We might not make the team.
Well, we'll see what happens. I mean, moving on to number 10, the commish.
Andy?
10th ranked team overall, 2nd ranked tight end, 8th ranked wide receiver, 10th ranked QB and super flex, 11th ranked running back and flex, 11th ranked for starters and 10th ranked for bench. Added Gino for 2 years, 69 mil. Derrick Henry, 2 years, 66. Alan Lazard, 1 for 7.5, and Kareem Hunt for 1.65.
That Henry one's, that's a little scary.
That is.
Yeah, because is he even going to play past this year?
I mean, yeah,
I think he
probably
will,
will.
but that's still a lot.
you're counting on him to be elite next year
I
at
think
that
I would have
price.
rather paid him a 1 year deal than pay him that 2.
This is a good team to mention on too. This is all of today's power rankings are based just on this year alone. So like it was a redraft. This team has a lot of draft capital, would be higher as far as like dynasty wise goes, but this is just for this year's rankings.
Looks like we'll see what
He's
happens.
got a pretty decent team. I mean, he's got Devontae Adams, Pitts, Andrews. And then Geno's really a starter. Garoppolo's really is. Maybe not. Never mind.
Yeah, his QBs aren't real good. Yeah, so that's the 10th ranked team.
He does have, JSN and Addison. So that could help him out too.
He built up a ton of draft capital, so he had some of it this year and some next year to build with.
Yeah, he's got some guys who can actually pop too. It just depends, I guess.
We weren't super spread out, other than the bottom two were kind of out there a little ways, but yeah, number 9.
Dark Star Dragons. Shane. Coming in here, number 9. 3rd ranked wide receivers, 8th ranked running backs, 9th ranked super flex, 11th ranked QBs, and then 12th ranked tight end and flex. Looking at 9th overall ranked for starters, 7th ranked bench. Did some big deals this year. Jonathan Taylor, 4-year, 175.5.
He's got me sweating on that one.
DeAndre Swift, 1 year, 27.5.
That's an ugly one too.
Jarek McKinnon, 1 year, 18 mil. Jacoby Meyer, 1 for 2. This ain't bad. Samaje P. Ryan, 1 for 9. And then Isaiah Likely, 4 for 13.
I like that.
That's an interesting one.
I like it.
Handcuffing tight end, even though he doesn't have Andrews, I don't think, but
he
still
doesn't.
taking a tight end handcuff. You're basically hoping an injury or that he gets
A chance
his own
to,
team eventually.
Yeah, because he could be one of those players coming up that they're going to have to figure out what they're going to do with him because he ended that rookie deal here, I think, either this year or next at the latest. So
Those Swift and McKinnon deals, 1 year basically for each, $45.5 million total between the two.
McKinnon
Take a
one's
swing,
crazy.
I guess, for running back. I don't mind it. You swing, you see what happens, and you try again next year. The Taylor one, he's young, he's good, but
But if he goes to like Miami, then how's that look? If he goes to Minnesota, then
at
how's
almost
that look?
$45 million a year. This year could look great. Probably next year too. Like year 3, year 4, he's 28. You're paying him 45. Well, the way this is set up, it staggered a little bit, so you're probably paying him 50 something that last year, close to.
yeah. So we'll see what happens. But again, some of these rankings, though, because looking at his quarterbacks, he's got really young quarterbacks. He's got both Anthony Richardson and Stroud in there. So, I mean,
That's what I said. It's redrafts, so
redraft
rookie
style.
quarterbacks aren't going to be
High value.
highly ranked. Yeah, Anthony Richardson has a chance for this year just because of the rushing, but
We'll see. It's definitely going to be an interesting team depending on how the rookies do. Mm-hmm. So, all right, moving on here. We got number 8.
chronic. That'd be Andy over there.
Yeah, that's me.
So he's the 8th ranked. He's got a 2nd ranked super flex, 3rd ranked QB, 6th ranked wide receiver, 7th ranked tight ends, 9th ranked flex, and a 12th ranked running back.
Yeah.
7th ranked starters overall and 6th ranked bench. Signed at least one really big deal. Jordan Love, 4-year, $129 million.
That's all right.
Yeah, you're counting on him.
Well, like I said, I had going into this draft, I had 2 options. I'm either spending all my money on Herbert, or I'm going to get me at least a tight end and a quarterback for that same price. I think I got what I probably needed more than what I wanted.
The next one, I do kind of like the next one, Evan Ingram. It's a lot for a tight end, but if he's going to be your starter, 3-year, $52.5 million, I think he could be pretty good with Jacksonville.
Yeah, as long
Was
as he
last
stays in
year.
that offense, then there should be plenty to go around. So,
Well, I had to get one. I had no tight ends. Last year, my tight end was Anthony Ferkster.
Yeah, that's not
That was my starter.
And then he added a couple more. Chig for 2 for 21 mil, and Jake Ferguson 3 for 12.
Yeah.
I like Ferguson this year actually as a kind of a sleeper. That Dallas offense kind of works for tight ends.
Again, we'll see what happens, new offense coordinator and how things work out. But
Then 3 4-year deals. Rashid Shaheed, 15.5.
Young
KJ
receiver.
Osborne,
tight.
4-year, 28 mil. Not sure on that one. Evan Hall, 4-year, 22.5 mil. And if JT leaves, I guess maybe Evan Hall gets that shot.
yeah, or at least splits carry. So maybe he ends up at a low RB2.
We'll see who they bring in if JT does leave. Bring in somebody else to replace him.
That's where maybe you could see a Kareem Hunt or somebody else sign.
Fournette, he's still there.
Yeah. Yeah, no talk on Fournette.
Yeah, something needs to come out because he's still on one of my benches, and I need to either figure out to cut him or cut somebody else. So they need to figure out something with him quick.
All right. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Fournette. Hunt's going to get a team. I bet Hunt signs sometime before our next show. I bet sometime before the next show. Tuesday's cut day. This coming Tuesday's cut day.
Cut down day.
And then I bet, if not right before, right after that, I think you'll get some of these signings going on. I mean, maybe they wait until after week 1 when veteran contracts aren't guaranteed anymore.
I think that's what we're more than likely to see is somebody that will take a chance after week 1 just because that contract isn't guaranteed where he's already got that time put in.
All right, Team 7. This will be our defending champ. Burnt Cookies.
Yeah, 7th ranked overall team, 1st ranked in wide receivers, 4th ranked in super flex, 8th ranked in regular flex, 9th ranked quarterback tight end, 11th ranked running back, 4th ranked in starters, and 8th ranked in bench. Let's see. Yeah, David Njoku, 2 for 24. Cortland Sutton, 2 for 21. Baker Mayfield, 1 for fucking 11.5.
Starter.
He is the starter. Mostert, 1 for 5.5, which
It's not a bad deal.
it's
If
not
they don't
right
bring
now.
anybody else in, that could be interesting. Right?
Robert Woods, 1 for 1. Ertz, 1 for 4.5.
I like the Robert Woods, Bobby Trees. That's a
Let's see what happens.
1 year for $1 million. I'll take a shot on a guy who
Right.
just consistently produces. I mean,
He just didn't have any quarterback last year. That did not help.
Sutton kind of gets a little bump too, but now with Judy's injury.
Yeah, with the hamstring issue, it sounds like, but we'll find out when they finally decide to make an announcement about it.
They kind of said it. It sounded like it didn't come from the team, but it didn't sound like it was serious. But hamstring could still be looking a month, so he could miss a week or two.
Yeah, and especially with last preseason game come up, so you're probably not going to see him there.
No.
And then at least they get that bye week before the season kicks off too. So maybe
Interesting how
give them
they
a
build
chance.
that in. It's a little annoying, but like your team's playing its last game right now.
Yep.
And
And,
then they get-
we didn't even play the starters today.
No one's going to.
So
No, they really get like two weeks off before the season starts.
it was interesting. Atlanta's starters only played 1 drive the whole year, or 2 drives the whole preseason. Just played 2 drives in the second game, and that was
I'm
it.
curious to see if we notice that in week 1 with teams that they're a little sloppy.
Be interesting, but I think Atlanta will be okay. 'Cause hand the ball to Bijan.
That is what Ritter's been working on all off season. Turn and hand the ball off. Team number 6, Killer Cards. He's 2nd ranked flex, 3rd ranked running back, 5th ranked wide receiver, 8th ranked super flex, 10th ranked tight end, 12th ranked QB. 5th overall in starters and bench. So
I think that first signing there is totally fitting for him.
yes. So that's why I put it at the top, actually. So yeah, Allen Robinson, 1 year, $500K.
That's a branded guy.
It's one of his faves.
Yeah. So don't be surprised if he has a breakout year again. All of a
Yep.
sudden puts up 1,000.
I'll be surprised if he's on the opening day roster. So I do like the next signing, though. Jalen Warren, 4-year, $24 million.
Yeah, he stole that from me.
I really think he's
Stole
going to
that
get.
from me.
He's going to end up getting 35 to 40% of the workload in that backfield. I think by the end of the year, he's explosive.
And Tony's favorite contract on this guy.
So bad. I don't understand. Brock Purdy, whatever. I guess is he good? Better be 4-year, $111.5 million.
Okay, now hold on a second. Would you
Big
rather
cap
have
rep.
that contract or Jordan Love 4-year, 129?
Do
I'd
I
rather
have to
have
pick one?
none.
I don't want either
I want
one.
C. I pick C.
Yeah.
None
Ritter?
of the above.
You want Ritter?
Yes,
That
I
ain't gonna
would
get you
take
nothing.
Ritter.
That ain't getting you
I
nothing.
would rather
I don't
do
want
that
Ritter 4-year,
and-
$111 million either.
Well, no, but he's still on the rookie deal.
For a quarterback for me to give $111 million to somebody over 4 years, I want to know they're good, not just hope they're good.
Yeah,
That's why I picked up Sam Darnold in this league, man. And I got him on a one for $500,000 for 1 year.
Oh, who just got a trade? Was it Cardinals traded for Josh Dobbs? Yeah, from the Browns. I don't know, Dobbs in a 7 for a 5. But that might be their backup. If
Maybe the
Murray's on
starter,
IR, to
yeah.
start Colt and have a Josh Dobbs as your backup.
Oh, the Cardinals.
But that means that Dorian Thompson kid in Cleveland is their backup.
That's crazy.
He's like number 2. That could be interesting if Watson sucks again.
Yeah, he's one of those. He could be something sneaky that waiver wire all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, he's the starting quarterback. Go
And he's
grab
got
him.
rushing upside.
Yeah, it'll be. Or if you got room, maybe grab and stash.
Yep.
See what happens.
Team 5, Inside Insight.
This is,
All right,
this
fifth
is
ranked
Tony's
overall.
nemesis.
This is Matt here, 4th ranked quarterback and tight ends, 5th ranked super flex and flex, 9th ranked running backs, 11th ranked wide receivers, 6th ranked starters overall with 4th ranked bench. Key signings this year, the only 3 really. 1 year, $33 million for Darren Waller. So
Crazy.
it's a lot of money, but at least you know he's the main guy there,
Yeah.
probably.
And it's just 1 year.
I think it's Barkley. I think Barkley's the
I
main
think
guy.
it's Barkley too, but
Well, yeah.
receiver-wise, I think it's
Yeah,
Waller.
when they have to throw the ball, it's gonna be Waller.
It'll be
He's
Barkley
the tallest
still.
person on the
Yeah,
field.
you're right. I hope it is Barkley.
Let's do Barkley be first option.
Then we also had Mike Williams, 2 year, $51 million.
I don't
Not a
like
bad
that.
deal.
I don't like that
No?
one. No.
I like it.
I guess
don't-
it depends on if Keenan Allen
You pair him up with
retires.
Herbert?
If after this year.
No,
He's
Allen's
getting
not. I don't think Allen's gonna retire yet.
I
He,
think they'll
supposedly
both be
he's
there
the
for 2
CD
years.
Lamb of the Kellen Moore offense.
We'll see
Keenan
what
Allen
happens.
is, so we'll see.
And then I got Tyler Lockett, 2 year, 28.5, which I actually like that deal. I think he's got about 2 years left. I think that's about a reasonable salary for a guy that's a solid wide receiver too. Every week, it's generally at worst he's a wide receiver 3.
Well, he gets a little reprieve here if JSN misses some time to start the year, but JSN's so good.
Yeah, I mean, eventually JSN's going to probably start taking
He's
more
gonna
of
eat
his
into
role.
somebody's work, Lockett or Metcalf's.
I think it's Metcalf.
Yeah,
I do.
Or maybe they open up the offense and maybe,
let Geno sling it.
yeah,
Well,
works into
with their running backs being hurt, you're going to have to.
Yeah, could be the other thing too. So we'll see what happens there. So
All right, Team 4, the Fighting Rabbits.
I don't want to talk about this.
4th ranked overall here with the 1st ranked Superflex and the 5th ranked QBs and tight ends, both at 5. 6th ranked flex, 7th ranked running back, 12th ranked wide receivers. So really weak there for this year. 8th ranked starters, 3rd ranked bench though.
Yep. So stars aren't great, but he's got depth. He really likes this kid, man.
Yeah. AJ Dillon, 3 year, 54.5. So about 18 million a
Holy
year,
cow.
basically.
Yeah, that's a big one for the backup running back.
Yeah, well, he could be the starter next year, though.
No, we'll see what happens because I believe this is Aaron Jones' last year of his deal.
I'm not sure. They did some restructure things, so I'm not sure
We'll see what
without
happens.
looking.
But
But yeah, that's a big deal for a backup.
And then you got Irv Smith, 4-year, $50.5 million. And you were talking about the tight ends getting paid.
Yeah, exactly.
Good
This
luck with
is
that one.
For somebody who's never stayed healthy.
Yeah, he's. I think I played at most 8 games in a year.
I'm a huge Irv Smith guy too, and he's in a great offense, but he's not going to be at best he's target number 4 to 5.
At best.
He's right there with Boyd, I guess.
I mean, you're still probably going to go for Boyd and then probably him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're going to have Jamar, Higgins,
Mixon.
Boyd.
Yeah. I like him.
And
but
maybe
that's a
even
lot.
another slot receiver another slot receiver might be ahead of him. In
That's
that.
a lot of money.
So
And then Jelani Woods, 4-year, $14.5 million.
it's not bad. I mean, he's a really big
He's huge.
But
guy. So
Kylan Grayson is like literally the starter
sounds
on
like
the
it.
official depth
I hope
chart.
so.
And
I got him in my Reddit league. I hope he is. That's
I
a
got
tight
him-
end premium.
I got him in the RSO league.
I took a shot.
then this is the big money spender here. 1 year, $40 million for Miles Sanders.
Which is all right.
He did it right. 1
Yeah.
year. You give
1
running backs 1 year, you take a shot, try again next year.
You're saying he's going to be ready, but it sounds like he's also had some of that soft tissue
Yeah.
issues. So
Yep.
we'll see what happens. Then we got Tyler Boyd, 2-year, $21 million. Not a bad deal.
And then we got
like
his
that.
boy.
And then
right
he's got
after
his
that.
guy again, Bailey Zappi, 4-year, $5.5 million.
4-year deal. There's no way he's on this team in year 4.
Oh, man. he might be.
Won't
He
even
might
be in the NFL. in
How
year
I looked at Tom Brady is how he probably looks at this dude. This dude's gonna retire on his team.
That's awesome. Jarvis does end up liking people and just holding on.
He's weird. I'm surprised Kellen Munden's still not on his team.
He's the biggest fanboy for some. If he could own all the quarterbacks, though, he would, though. He would draft every quarterback possible if he would allow him to.
Team 3, Green Solutions victory.
yeah,
It's gonna be
13
Koop.
overall.
Should have been the champion.
Should have been, but we're talking about you in third place now. First ranked in running back, first ranked in flex, second ranked in quarterback, sixth ranked in tight end and super flex, seventh ranked in wide receiver, second ranked starter, and ninth ranked bench.
Solid team.
Yeah,
It's really solid.
I do got your thing popped up. Anyways, here's your transactions. Brandon Ayuk, 4 for 61.
I like that deal. I
Yeah,
think that's a
it's
solid.
for a
If it works
receiver.
out,
The way
yeah.
the prices went, that was fairly reasonable. $15 million a year.
Aaron Jones, 2 for 60.5.
That's risky for the year 2 part.
I still think he'll play at least this year, next year before. It may not be in Green Bay next year, but I think he's still good enough and would be valued enough that he could get picked up somewhere pretty quickly.
Running backs are just so tough. I feel bad for him almost in the NFL. Like, good
It's hard
running
to
backs.
get paid.
Yeah, aren't getting paid. You got Booty, 4-year, $3.5 million. He's been sounding like he's actually been making some strides in camp. Huge freshman year in college.
Let's see how he develops. And again, he's one of those guys that, I didn't get him. Nobody really took him in the rookie draft. And I was kind of excited about that because I knew then at least I could
You get a
get him
long-term
cheap.
deal on him for cheap. Yep, because that's basically just a free third-round pick.
Yeah.
Slightly cheaper than a third-round pick. So
Yeah. And you
Yeah,
get a
that-
chance to see what happens. And hopefully he develops. And if he does become that guy, that could be a,
one of those steals you get for a few years.
yep.
You got that Jerome Ford, 1 for 3.5, which I think could be a steal.
Yeah,
Especially if something happens
with
to
the 1
Chubb.
year, you just if Chubb don't get hurt, he's probably not going to do much. But you take a chance. If Chubb gets hurt, he could have a big role. So
Yeah, all of a sudden I got another running back to throw in there in the flex.
and they're hard to get.
And you got yourself a tight end as well, and Hayden Hurst, 1 for
Yeah, I just wanted one for the bye week.
Got to fill
just
up the
to make
roster.
Sure.
Got to fill up the roster.
That too. So I knew I had to cover for my tight ends bye week at one point, so I went and did that. So
And team 2 then. The one team that's yet to change their name and going into year 4, team 8.
Yeah.
First ranked tight end, third ranked flex, fourth ranked wide receiver, fifth ranked running back, seventh ranked quarterback and super flex. So third ranked starters overall and second ranked bench. Pretty solid team.
it's been a record this year for
Yep.
new on any player to get paid. Justin Herbert, 4 years, $226 million.
Yeah, like I said, I wanted to spend my money on him. Not that much.
Now that bidding war was nuts.
I was there the whole time, too.
Nuts.
Click, 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 click.
This is what I'm interested in looking at in year 4 and seeing like his annual salary in year 4 versus the new free agent quarterbacks in year 4, like how close they are. Because that's
55, 56
56
million.
mil a year.
Average, yeah.
But his
Basically
cap's going
quarter.
up and stuff. So in 4 years, the cap's going to be 300 million.
Yeah, but it's still
Still a
20% of your salary cap. So I mean, it's just a lot of money. And
Yeah.
then another risky year one with Dalvin Cook 4-year, 115 million.
I hate that deal.
Yeah, that's just too long.
He might
for
get a
too
good
much.
year this year, maybe next year. Those last 2 years, he's just going to be paying dead money. I almost guarantee that.
Yeah, he'll be out of the league or retired.
Just won't be fantasy relevant.
Yeah. Then we got DK Metcalf 4-year, 145 million. That one I'm okay with. I mean, he paid a lot for him, but again, it's one of the top end wide receivers.
At least
you
a
can
young
see.
receiver, you can be pretty sure in 4 years he's still going to be a good receiver.
And he's going to be the number one probably still in that Seattle offense. So.
Most likely. We'll see. JSN's really good. We'll see.
And then last, another, I don't know why he did all 4 years, but DeAndre Hopkins, 4-year, 50.5.
Yeah, it made it cheaper for this year and maybe next year. Then he's going to have to cut him.
Yeah, so again, he's going to be probably looking at 20, 30 million in dead cap just for
Yeah,
that.
what is that, 12 and a half a year?
Yeah, about.
Yeah, so he'd probably be eating like 6-7 million per year in years 3 and 4 if he cuts him after year 2. Half of each year.
Yeah. Well, I thought
isn't
it accelerates
terrible,
the back end up to that second.
If you
year.
cut him after year 1, it'd be half a year 2 and then accelerate year 3 and 4 all into year 3.
Or all into that.
That
second
third,
year.
that second dead cap year would get all the rest of it. Yeah, cutting year 4 guys after 1 year is brutal.
Yeah, because that eats up a lot of cap.
Yep, it absolutely does. Thank you very much, Andrew Luck.
There still should be a way, I think, to if somebody retires for those funds to be not eaten up.
Yeah.
So I had the same thing though with Frank Gore when I way overpaid him for like 3 years.
Was that
or
the
whatever.
click?
Yeah, and I way overpaid
4
him, and
years, 70
eventually,
mil.
Oh, that's awesome.
and I ended
That
up
was the
having
greatest-
and I think
greatest
he
draft
retired
ever.
after that year, and then because nobody knew he was going to end up retiring, like, well, shit, now I would. No point to keep him on the
Yep.
roster.
Nope.
But it ate up a bunch of that salary cap.
It sucks. Yep. It sucks paying a guy who's not there. All right. We'll move on to team number 1. Your champion from 2 years ago,
Smokers Haven, a.k.a. the thief name thiever.
which is me. Just me.
Hold
first-ranked
on. First
quarterback.
of all, he would not have had this team if I was actually in this from the beginning. I guarantee you that he would not have at least a third of these players. So, continue.
First ranked quarterback, second ranked running back and wide receiver, third ranked tight end and super flex, fourth ranked flex, first in starters, first in bench.
Love my team.
Yeah, you did
I
make
bet
that
you
trade
did. It was
for
like-
Mahomes.
Swap Prescott for Mahomes.
So again, that helps with that quarterback ranking because that's
Yeah,
just,
that's what makes him number 1. That's what makes number 1
Yeah.
is I got Mahomes and Daniel Jones, Sam Howell. So not
Yeah.
super deep at quarterback, but a couple of good ones at least.
and Mahomes is just huge. So
Howell looks
What
like a
was your
stud
back
too.
ones? You were 1? Oh, never mind. I thought I was 2. I'm 3. I was like, dang. And I'm like right behind you, and I have Deshaun Watson and Josh Allen. Like, how is that?
did get Antonio Gibson here 1 year, 21.5 million. Not bad.
Which I
Yeah,
wanted.
huge overpay, but I mean, it's my philosophy on running backs.
1 year.
1 year and try again next year.
Then you got Kate Otten 1 year for $500,000. That's not
Tight end.
Yep. I was actually hoping somebody would bid so I could give it more than 1 year, but
Well, it's 'cause
RSO, if
you'd-
you're listening, which you're not, but you should
Yeah.
absolutely add the ability to initiate the nomination process with a 4-year deal.
Yeah, it makes it.
That way Brandon could have Allen Robinson for 4 years. You know he wants him. So.
Yeah, and it'd be a cheaper deal.
Franchise tag him.
Then we have another tight end here in Darnell, Washington, but he got a 4-year, $5 million. That I like though, because
Buying a 3rd-round pick.
yep, that's basically a 3rd-round pick there for young, cheap talent over the next 4 years. And if he develops, we'll see how much him and Freiermuth kind of
Well, he's
take from each other. But
if he sucks, you just cut him. Move
yeah,
on.
at least it's not too bad if it
$1 million
even
bucks,
is.
so
Yeah, even if you accelerate his back end,
Yeah.
maybe 2 at most. So then you got DPJ with Donovan People-Jones, 1 year, $1 million.
I still think he's the receiver to have outside of Cooper. So
We'll see what they say. I mean, Elijah Moore seems to be really comfortable and seems like Watson likes him. So we'll see what happens. Maybe they're getting some massages together or
They've
something.
been putting more in that backfield, running the ball too.
So, and then you got Trey Palmer there, 1 year, $500K. And then Chris Rodriguez, 1 year, $1.5 million.
I
Where
don't even
is
know
he
where
even?
Trey Palmer plays for.
I think he's at the Cardinals, isn't he?
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay. Is he a
He's
wide
like-
receiver?
Yeah, wide
Oh, okay.
receiver. And then Chris Rodriguez is the Washington, I guess, 3rd running back behind
Okay.
Gibson and Brian Robinson.
So if something happens, he'll
I've got
get
Gibson. I figured whatever. I'll throw
him in,
Rodriguez on the team too. He's a rookie.
see what happens. You
Got to
never
fill
know.
the roster.
Well, and again, that it's an injury away. Next thing you know, you've got a starter or a player. So at least
so
somebody
that-
that's getting some touches. So
So the swing for the fences with Mahomes is because this is like an Empire Pot League. So I'm in my last year of having a chance to win that thing. So I might as well swing
yep,
with everything I got and see what
take
happens.
you down.
Yep.
Got to prevent you and burnt cookies. So
And
Well,
2
you don't have to worry
weeks.
about me. You look at my team.
kickoff.
I got all running backs that are. If I was in 12, all my running backs are pretty much rookies. So
2 weeks and we get kickoff. We get to see what's happening in these leagues. So we're going to do HailMary Jane Congregation after this quick break. All right, and we're back. We're going to do our power rankings for the HailMary Jane Congregation League. We're going to go 12 to 1. Kick us off there, Andy, with Team 12.
yeah, this is Mike's team. 12th ranked overall. Like you said, we're starting at the bottom. 6th ranked in defense. Is that, oh yeah, this is defense league, huh?
Yep. Yeah, I'm ashamed to say he's still playing in leagues
Oh,
with
there's a
defense
K
and
down
kicker.
there. I see. Yeah. All right. 7th ranked in receivers, 9th ranked in quarterbacks, 10th ranked in running back, tight end, and kicker. 12th ranked flex. The 11th ranked starters, and dead last in the bench. This year the draft. Oh, go ahead.
No, go
I
ahead.
was gonna say again, this is all done based on the redraft.
Redraft. So this
value.
is just for their power ranking for this year alone.
He had 5 picks this year. He had the 2 first rounders. He went with Bryce Young and Devon A-Chain with the 5th and 6th pick. Could be all right. Let's see. 2nd round, Josh Downs. I don't get that one, but he's, yeah.
We'll see. I mean, young
He's
kid,
small, but he has some upside for the Colts.
Yeah, it could be a
A lot of people like him coming out.
So
I don't like the Bryce Young pick as much. I think it's a little high for a 1 quarterback league, but
we'll see. I mean, if he ends up being good,
yeah,
I mean,
then it looks like a value.
so
Then the guy who took Anthony Richardson looks like an idiot. So
we won't talk about it.
So is that Benton Strange at that 4th
I
pick?
meant to look up some first. I'm not 100% sure on his first name, so it's B Strange.
I'm going to go with Brenton Strange, 4th tight end here, it says.
Yep, that'd be it.
All right.
Jaguars.
Yep.
Yep, that's him.
And then Mitchell there at the last pick of the
B
5.
Strange is still just better though.
Yeah, we're going to be straight. Yeah, I'm trying to call him too.
Let's call him B Strange.
Hopefully he gets good. That could be his nickname, B Strange.
They should just put the B on there, just on his jersey, just for that. B Strange. man.
We should petition for that.
All right. Moving on. Here, 11th team here, we got Little Fishy. 5th ranked wide receivers, 6th ranked kicker, 7th ranked defense, 9th ranked tight ends, 11th ranked flex, and 12th ranked running back and quarterback. 12th ranked starters overall with the 9th ranked bench. Came in Had the 8th pick in the first round. Took JSN, which got stupid good
Crazy.
value
It's
there.
just dumb that JSN was there at 8.
Yeah,
I dude picked Bryce Young and Devon A-Chain at 5'6" right before that.
yeah. And then you got Jonathan Mingo at 210, Eric Hall at 310, Hendon Hooker there at 410, which I think could end up being a solid pick if he can develop there in Detroit if Goff doesn't stay. So you never know. And then Tyler Scott there at 5'10.
Bears rookie receiver. So, yeah, quarterbacks in the 4th round, you take a shot. If they hit, great. If not, don't matter.
Yeah, not like you wasted a ton of draft
4th and
capital.
5th round picks are very seldom even making your team. So
No, you won't see one on my team.
Well, he should be somebody who ends up on the IR, so at least he should be able to just go ahead and stash him for the year. So
Team 10, Burnt Cookies. Even though his team name in here is Burnt Cooks, but I'm pretty sure he means to be Burnt Cookies. Maybe not. Maybe his Burnt Cooks is correct.
I need to ask him why he named his name that.
4th ranked flex, 5th ranked defense, 6th ranked quarterback, 8th ranked running back, 11th at tight end, and 12th at receiver, and the stupid kicker spot. 10th ranked starters and bench. He had 4 picks, all 8. I like Sean Tucker at 4-1. Sounds like he's splitting reps with Rashad White, first team reps.
So
That could be kind of interesting there. Trey Palmer at 4-4. A.T. Perry, Saints rookie receiver at 5-1. And another name I meant to look up was C. Jones at 5'6". And that's way too common of a name. But it's a 5th round pick, so
probably won't even be on the
didn't
roster.
even really care to look it up. So
I'm looking. See Joe.
didn't even put a team in there. I'd have to look on the draft board.
I think he probably already cut him.
Wouldn't be surprising.
I don't see no C. Jones on his team.
Let's move on. Team 9, Andy.
Oh, let's see. Derek Fish, 9th ranked team overall, 6th ranked kicker. 8th ranked tight end, 9th ranked defense, 10th ranked flex and wide receiver, 11th ranked running back and quarterback. 9th ranked starters, 3rd ranked bench. He had a lot of draft picks.
I'm right, he did 8 picks.
So he had 2 first rounders, took Addison at 3.
3 firsts.
And,
Addison over
3
JSN.
first. You're right, you're right.
Yeah.
Addison
he
over
homered
JSN.
it hard.
Yeah, Dalton
Bit of a
Kincaid
homer
at
pick.
7 and Zach Charbonnet at 11.
Kincaid over JSN.
Yeah.
I'm just stating these so that we can come back at some point.
Yeah.
Talk
And
about
over
that.
Quentin Johnson, too.
Yeah.
2nd round pick, Sam Laporta. Took him from me.
I like that one.
I do too. Like I wanted him on my team. Jalen Hyatt at the 3rd pick in the 3rd round. This is Steve's buddy
Go
here.
for it.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna try this. Israel Abakanda.
Bonaconda.
That's exactly how I said
It
it.
sounded the same to me.
Exactly. He's got him in the 4th pick in the 3rd round.
I'm not 100% if I did this next guy's name right here.
Luke Shoemaker.
Luke Shoemaker.
Shoemaker.
Yep.
Yep.
4th round, 3rd pick. Stenson Bennett, 5th round, 3rd pick, which could be good.
Is that the Georgia quarterback?
Yeah.
He's like 33, right?
He's that, yeah, what's that dude
42
from
somewhere around in there. Who knows?
Brandon Whedon. That's who I was
Yeah.
thinking. That's the guy I was thinking of.
Yeah, he
no
was like
Browns guy.
28 when he came in.
a
but
That's
pretty
now-
old
what this
I
guy is
think
too.
Bennett is 26, though.
26. A pretty old rookie.
Yeah,
Right,
he
yeah.
is really old.
He's a
for
COVID quarterback, right? He
Yeah.
got a bunch of extra years.
Well, he had a medical redshirt year or medical redshirt 1 year where I think he broke his leg or something early in his first couple years. So that extended one of his years. So because it didn't count, so he had that extra year, and then the COVID year, so he got an extra year, and just absolutely crazy. He basically became the Van Wilder of college football.
It threw off college football a little bit.
Yeah.
Because you had a lot of old players who were sticking around longer than normal. So the young guys weren't getting a chance to play as quick.
Well, it gives them a chance to maybe move up still in the draft, and so I think that's where you kind of see some of these older guys.
It'll go back to normal now that we're hopefully.
Well,
few
maybe
years
in
away
the
from
next
that.
year or two, you should start seeing probably the age back down to the 21, 22.
All right, team 8. We got Massage Watson.
That's me.
I got Koop's team. 4th ranked running back, 6th ranked tight end, flex, and kicker. 9th ranked at defense and wide receiver, and 10th ranked quarterback. 8th ranked starter, 7th ranked bench. And that is 5 picks. He's the one who took Anthony Richardson over all the other quarterbacks, which I would do as well. I don't know about at 1-4, but
JSN
you need a
was there.
quarterback.
I'll say it, JSN.
There you go. Yep, I took him over JSN. Zay Flowers dropped to 110.
I like that.
I like that pick.
Yeah, I was really hoping that it was going to be Johnston, but
Yeah, one pick away he got. And we'll get to it. That was ridiculous. Lucky bastard. Michael Mayer with 2-2. I like that. First tight end off the board. Michael Wilson, 4-2.
Kincaid went off at 7 on fish.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He's a receiver anyways. Kincaid's way more of a receiver than a tight end. Michael Wilson was 4-2. That's Cardinals guy. I heard someone today saying he's going to take reps from Rondale Moore. So,
well, and they're saying he's going to be at least the 2.
that's interesting. And then another name I meant to look up, Prince.
Deneric Prince.
Deneric Prince.
Sounds like basically he's the 3rd in Kansas City, but sounds like he's might be ending up ahead of CEH in the depth chart. So,
CH. So that was pick 5 too. That'd be interesting. Any Chiefs player that gets playing time is interesting, at least.
and that offense, I mean, it seems like they never have consistency running the ball. So, hey, you never know. If a
The
couple people
constant
get
on that
hurt.
team is Kelsey. That's it.
That is it. And Mahomes. Well, Kelsey and Mahomes.
Kelsey ain't getting the ball unless Mahomes
Yeah.
gives. So you can't really.
All right, Team 7, Coop.
All right, we got Love Hurts here. Great team name.
It
He's
is.
got both Love and Hurts on his roster.
Jordan Love and Jalen Hurts. I do like the team name. It was very, very clever.
We got 2nd ranked running back, defense, special teams, flex, and wide receiver. 3rd ranked quarterback, 6th ranked kicker. Stupid. 7th ranked tight end. 1st ranked in starters. 11th ranked bench though.
Yep, very top heavy.
He had picks 1, 2 this year, along with a couple others. He went obviously Bijan and then Jahmyr Gibbs at that 1, 2.
I love it.
Yeah, that's huge. And then you got Rashee Rice at 2-4, which I thought was a little bit of a reach with everything that was still available on the board there. And then you got James Shorter, I think, at 3-5. I think he's the Buffalo guy. I think that's
That sounds
what he
right.
said. And then you got Xavier Hutchinson here at 5-4. I'm not even sure where he's at. Probably won't be on the roster.
It's Justin Shorter.
Oh, Justin Shorter. My bad.
That's my bad. I put initials for guys I didn't know because I didn't need to know them really, but I meant to go back and fill them in.
All right, moving up to number 6 here, we got Kamish.
Andy?
Let's see. 2nd ranked tight end, 3rd ranked wide receiver, 4th ranked quarterback and defense, 6th ranked flex, 9th ranked running back, 10th ranked kicker, 4th ranked starters, 8th ranked bench. Had 4 picks this year, 3 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd, in the 2nd. Took Tank Bigsby, Roshan Johnson, and CJ Stroud. And then took Luke Musgrave because he's a Green Bay Packer guy.
I love all 4 of those picks, honestly.
CJ Stroud at 206. Wow.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, the fact that he fell there was absolutely insane.
Yeah, Richardson and Young went 4-5 and then all the way down at 2-6 for Stroud. And then the 2 running backs, Bigsby and Johnson, I love those shots in the second round.
Yeah, I really kind of kicked myself for not either taking Johnson or freaking Stroud, but just thinking about it. I'll take it. It's hard to find a good tight end who's going to be used, so.
I like Mayer.
So
I do too.
He's a real tight end.
He was
too.
the actual tight end I thought I was going to get. And then I saw him take him, and I was like, yeah, all right, I'm going to get Laporta. Because I either wanted one of those 2, but I did want Mayer Betmore. Then fucking Fish took him right after that. Fucking changed my whole goddamn draft. Because my mission, like, I got Kittle and Hawkinson. I was thinking about moving Kittle, so the whole time I'm trying. That's why I was thinking at tight end. So now I'm pretty much stuck with Kittle. But no, I mean, if you're listening and you want him, throw me offers or don't get out there. I'll still trade him.
All right, moving on here, we got 5 killer cards.
Team 5. We got first ranked wide receiver, second ranked kicker, third ranked flex, fifth ranked quarterback, seventh ranked running back, ninth ranked defense, and the 12th ranked tight ends. Fifth ranked starters, third ranked bench. A pretty solid team. Again, this league was really close. The top 6 or 7 teams were really tight. If I remember I should have put the numbers on here, but we got 4 picks starting in round 3 with Deuce Vaughn at 3-7.
Which is pretty good value there because it sounds like he is going to be the number 2 running back.
I didn't hear that. I heard about somebody else. Oh, no. No, it was somebody else.
Another
Who's
guy
the
is
other
Ronald
guy?
Jones that's there, but he's suspended for at least the first 2 weeks. So.
Yeah. So, I mean, Deuce is going to be the number 2 to start.
Is it Darrell or Darnell Washington, the tight end?
Darnell.
It's Darnell.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I just mistyped it.
I was wondering. I was like, who's
Darnell Washington went 3-11. Puka Nakua, is that how you say it?
Puka Nuka.
Puka Nuka.
Oh, shit.
I mean, I hope he's good because that name is amazing.
Still T-shirts with that name.
Yeah. 4-7. And then Sean Clifford.
Yeah, I think that's Green Bay.
Green Bay's backup quarterback at 5-7.
Interesting take. I mean, he's looked good in the preseason, but again, I hate preseason hot takes just because, especially all these guys are seeing as vanilla-ass defenses.
Half the guys that are on the field won't be on the field in the regular season.
They're practice squad
Almost all of them,
guys or other things that are filling other roster
very good
roles.
football players, just not starting in the NFL good
players.
Yeah. Team 4, Coop.
All right. Smokers Haven.
This was his name. Donald? A running back in Dallas.
Oh, Rico Dowdle.
He's the guy that I've been
Dowdle.
hearing that he might be the second guy, to be honest with you.
Be interesting. He's been there a couple of years. So
yeah, I knew I was right.
That Dallas backfield is kind of a question behind Pollard. So
we'll see what happens. But yeah, we got you here at 4 here. First ranked tight end and defense. Second ranked kicker. Good job. You got the second best kicker.
From a guy who does not like kickers and defense.
He's got the second best
Got
one.
the best.
if you got to play him, you might as well have good ones.
5th ranked running back, 7th ranked flex, 8th at quarterback, 11th at wide receivers, 7th ranked starters, 2nd ranked bench. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 picks this year. I do like here Marvin Mims at 211.
I love that pick there for you, bud.
Yeah, I was ecstatic to see Marvin Mims there at 211. I was like, "Whoa, sick!" I didn't expect to get anybody I liked, and actually, I got 2 guys in a row I liked.
Yeah, and then Cedric Tillman at 3-1. I think that's a really good steal there. It sounds like he's had a really good camp with the Browns, and the Browns sound like they're really high on him. So he might only be the 4 this year, but we'll see what happens in the next coming years.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
and then you got, is that Dwayne McBride?
It is.
All right. That's the Vikings running back at 3-6. Then took my guy just ahead of me,
I
too.
only took him because you talk about him. So
Got Eric Gray here at 3-9.
That's why you took him, because he talks about him?
Yeah.
I don't know shit about him, but Steve seems to like him. So
Trade bait.
He's out of Oklahoma. He runs the ball really well, and it's just one of those things. I think if they give him a chance, he could be a solid running back.
Well, I can't imagine they want to just run Barkley into the ground, but maybe they do.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
I'm
So,
gonna slide him.
but again, rookie, 3-4 years down the line, maybe
Yep.
he gets a shot, and maybe you get at least a year or 2 of value out of him. So we'll see what happens. Then you got Will Levis here at 4-8, which I think is a great pick. Maybe just again flyer in that 4th round if he sticks around.
I probably pissed
Develops.
Jarvis off. That's that motherfucker took my guy.
You got mad at him probably too in the 5th round too. 4th round, you went Chris Rodriguez at 4-11, and then I really like this pick at 5-11
Yeah,
with Dorian Thompson Robinson.
I already cut him though
Oh, did you?
before the news. I'm looking to. I might go try to pick him back up, but that's deep to hold that quarterbacks that far down. And I didn't know he was a backup at the time either. I took him just because I like him.
All right.
I knew I was going to have to cut people, but sometimes I like to grab people and cut them just so I can be like, see, I knew about him.
I had him, guys. See?
Just
Should
couldn't
give him
hold on
the-
to it.
No, I'm not following.
All
What
right.
is today? The 24th? Okay, I'm going to remember that. Go listen to the podcast on the 24th.
Team 3, we got Chronic. First ranked running back and kicker. Third ranked tight end and defense. Fourth ranked receiver. Seventh ranked quarterback. And the ninth ranked flex. Third ranked starters. Fifth ranked bench. And all 5 of his picks. He is the defending champ, so he picked up 12.
Reigning. Defending.
Yeah.
Undisputed.
Kendra Miller at 112.
Which I love getting at that
Yeah,
spot.
that's a nice pick. He's looked good. That doesn't look like he's suffering from any kind of little injury. So then we got Jaden Reed.
Thank you for taking Marvin Meds.
Yeah, I'll take Mims over Reed, but I did debate between the two. Tank Dell 312.
Yeah,
I think that's a solid pick there.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like he's going to get at least some work in Houston. So
Got Kenny McIntosh.
for now.
Just does this for fun because obviously with McIntosh you're probably loaded. So and R. Jarrett. It was.
I was watching.
I was hoping you knew. You took it.
And I did. Okay, so on YouTube they got like instead of watching like games, like they just show you the highlights of the rookies and
Yeah.
stuff. I was watching this dude caught everything, dude.
Who's he play for?
Tampa Bay.
Okay.
He caught everything, dude.
Well, there's a chance for a third guy somebody to come up.
Right, and Russell Gage got out.
being out. Yep.
This could be the guy. So like this right here could be a 5th round guy that actually, well, he's gonna make my team.
What's his first name?
I forgot his name again.
Poor guy. He's R. Jarrett.
Rakim or Rakim? Rakim?
Rakeem.
Sure. Rakim.
All right.
Rakim.
That was team.
I'm gonna have to
3.
like listen to that or whatever. All I remember was seeing the last name Jared on there. It's like this dude's catching like. Never mind.
Team 2. We got maybe the luckiest team that I've ever seen in anywhere
fantasy.
ever is Inside Insight, and not just for this, but just period overall. But he is a first-ranked flex, second-ranked quarterback and kicker, third-ranked running back, fourth-ranked tight end, sixth-ranked receiver, and seventh-ranked defense, second in starters, sixth in bench. But the fact he got Quentin Johnston at 1-9 on auto draft. This is why auto draft should just either skip you and give you nobody, or give you like somebody like some random 50 spots down the board or something. Like
Yeah, you get like a.
Quentin Johnston, he lucks into at 1-9.
He should have gotten Tim Tebow.
No kidding. Ridiculous.
No, that's where Stenson Bennett should have went.
Yeah, fine. That'd be fine. Quentin Johnston at 1-9. Chase Brown at 2-9. Keyshawn Booty at 4-6, which I like. Tucker Kraft at 4-9. And
Jake Moody.
It auto picked him Jake Moody, kicker, 5-9.
I don't know.
Which I've seen him get auto picked a few different times. Is he a rookie kicker? Or?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
the San Francisco's kicker. They spent like a
Second,
round.
third, yeah, like a second, third.
Okay. Well, maybe he got even luckier than I thought in his auto draft. Fucking son of a bitch.
That's what I.
God.
I mean, I would have taken him if I didn't have the first, number 1 kicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, if it would have taken Jake Moody first, then it would have been okay.
I would have been okay with that. Just not Quentin Johnston. All right. We'll move on to team number 1.
Andy's favorite person.
I will not talk about this team or this fella again.
Jarvis. Number 1 in quarterback, number 2 in kicker, or second ranked kicker, 5th ranked tight ends, 6th ranked running backs, 8th ranked flex and wide receiver, and 9th ranked defense. 6th ranked in starters, 1st ranked bench though.
That's how close we were. I mean, yeah, that's not a really dominant team. He's number 1, but really the top end here is really close to each other.
He had 3 picks this year. He took Tajay Spears at 2.8, Zach Evans at 3.8, and Zach Kuntz at 5.8. So, I mean, traded away a lot of his picks, but I mean, he's got a solid team. I think he has Patrick Mahomes, doesn't he?
No, he's got Hurts.
Ertz.
He got Hurts on that rookie deal still.
Okay, that's what it is.
So
Well, this one.
Oh,
is,
no, wait, this is a different league. Never mind,
Yep.
I'll shut up.
Yeah.
just to throw out the numbers. So for a redraft for this league, Number one team's always 100. So Jarvis is 100. Then it goes 95, 95, 94, 91, 90, 88. So, I mean, even down to number 7 with Love Hurts, and he's 88.
And then Koop's right after that. What's his number?
84.
All right. Well, he's got to.
Like I said, we're really pretty
school.
close. It kind of drops off a little bit after that. It goes 80 for Burnt Cookies, 79 for Mike Smith's, and 70. Oh, what did I change here? Oh, it updated 77 for Little Fishy. So Little Fishy's 12 now, and Mike Smith is 79.
Oh, just in that podcast, that switched.
So just from when I did these a day or two ago. Yeah, they must have done some cutting or adding or something there.
Maybe they updated some.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, most of us are pretty close to each other.
I'm
Yeah, he
95.
does
You called me
have,
95.
Mahomes, so.
No, you're probably right.
But yeah, I was just looking. I was like, oh man. But yeah, we're all pretty close there, so it'll be a good time. Be a good year.
Yeah, it'll definitely be interesting as things play out. I'm excited to watch. So, all right. Well, that was both leagues for the day. We'll be back at you next week. We'll only be 1 week away from kickoff. We're going to do some who's higher, who's lower. Give you some like plant our flags, kind of give you some of the guys that we're real high on or real low on. That'll be
just
fun.
Look forward to the season and be 1 week away.
We're excited. We'll talk to you guys then.
Later.
Stay high.
Always.